Hello and welcome back. Today we have another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through. We're looking for commemoratives, ones that are more than face value, but ideally the one we still need to finish the book. England Commonwealth Games is the only one that we need, because then we are up to and complete, including, got that the wrong way around didn't I, Great Fire of London, which would be which means we've just got 2021 Britannia, which allegedly is going into circulation, but every time I record a £2 coin hunt video I'm more and more dubious whether we're actually going to see that anytime this century. But anyway, we'll keep looking for it, but for the time being let's get into these coins, see what we find. Okay then, let's put this away. Let's get into this, the first bag. So this is the technology design. We don't particularly want this, even though there are a couple of lower minted years. They're lower but still very high in the grand scheme of things. Our first commemorative is Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station. Nice coin, but very common. We've got counters tracking this and its counterpart Brunel's portrait, along with some other common ones and some uncommon ones as well. But no. As of recording, there's not a lot to talk about coin-wise. Now, bear in mind that I record a fair few weeks in advance, so who knows what's happened since I've recorded, between recording and uploading. This is Abolition of the Slave Trade. You can see the inner part of the metal is a textured finish on this version. Keep your eye out for a smooth finish, because they weren't circulated just into the collector's sets. Nothing more from that bag. Now, one thing that is news, at least to me in my little world, I've been waiting for a certain few coins to arrive. Waiting a long time recently for coins. We've got Guy Fawkes there, another very common one. So it would also with my FA Cup £2 coin. Massive delays, took forever to get to me, but it got here eventually. Lovely coin, very happy with it. Worth mention, the UK cities, well, the London Cities View historic Doodah coin arrived very, very quickly. More than happy with that. But my Eeyore 50p, the brilliant uncirculated, colorized and non-colorized versions arrived promptly. Bearing in mind this has all been on pre-order since 2019, since we could first pre-order it. They came very swiftly, but it has taken up till now for my silver proof to arrive. It's a lovely coin, I'm very happy with it. Another Abolition of the Slave Trade there, again textured finish there. And then we have Britannia. So, before we get into my gripes about raw mint and ordering, 2015 was the first year Britannia became the definitive design, replacing technologies. It's a low minted year in 2015. 2016, much more were made, but they were still desirable coins over face value. And then, as I said, 2021, we're still waiting to see our first. This is a 2015. Very, very cool, and definitely a keeper. So, around the time I'm still waiting for my Eeyore, I ordered Peter Rabbit, the new £5 coin that came out just before Easter, wasn't it? And again, it was taking forever. They are both now with me. A couple of coins there. Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station, and then the First World War Army Centenary. Now we need to check the edge inscription on this. It should say for King and Country, which this one does. But some of them have got the Great Fire of London edge inscription, the whole city in dreadful flames, or something to that effect. So yeah, I was waiting on the silver proof Eeyore, and also my 2022 Peter Rabbit. VE Day anniversary there, very, very common, most common commemorative £2 coin out there. And so I logged into my Royal Mint, checked my orders, it said it had been dispatched. I thought, uh-oh, well, normally they're very good at emailing me tracking and whatnots and da-da-da. So I contacted them and they said, oh no, we're still awaiting production. So I had a bit of a groan about the online system. Obviously not the person on the phone's fault that I was talking to, but an overall system. If you're telling me it's been dispatched and it hasn't arrived, I start to worry that it's been pinched from before it's got to me, or it's been lost in transit somewhere. Shakespeare's Histories, we will check the edge inscription on this. The hollow crown, as it should be. There are no known edge inscription errors on this, but bear in mind we've only just found, I say we, the royal we, coin collecting in general, the Army Centenary edge inscription error. I think it's prudent to check. And I will check all of the commemoratives for age inscription errors too. Guy Fawkes there, as we know, very common. So yeah, a bit of a groan. The Romans are very good at telling you that you've paid. They're very good at keeping up to date when they post it out, but that interim period between it being manufactured and posted out is leaving something to be desired. And also, in fact, I have it to hand. I'll show you because I need to file it away on my shelves. So there it is. Lovely coin. Really like this one. Superb. I also got 1 ounce silver proof. We get into that. Open up the what's it. Just the right to the O. There. How close can we get and still get focus? There's a lump of something. And then these dots, which I can't tell if it's part of the design or not. Which was mildly infuriating to say the least. Now, quite what I'm going to do that, I'm not 100% sure. Because it was also a nice low certificate, which I know doesn't mean anything, but I always want to get the lowest number possible. Now I have never had something that wrong with a coin that I bought for the Royal Mint. This is like the worst. We've all had coins that have toned over time or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. We all know about that problem they're having with that. Another Army Centenary for King and Country. So no age inscription error to be had there. So what do I do then for a coin that's sold out and is doing pretty well in terms of resale value? Not that that is ever a factor or an important metric that I want to tick off in my mind when I buy a coin. I buy a coin to fill a gap in my collection. If I didn't buy it, it would be missing. So that is not the purpose. However, if they have sold out, I am left in a quandary that if I was to send it back unhappy with the standard it's in, will I get anything in return? Or will I just get a refund? Shakespeare's Tragedies there, another one that we need to check the age inscription of, another one that is over face value too. What a piece of work is a man, that's fine. Some of these say for King and Country. Not that one sadly. So yes, I am less than impressed with my long wait and then duff quality on the Peter Rabbit which I've purchased. So it's a shame because, oh, there we go. Abolition of the slavery, abolition of the slave trade again, the third time today. I got it right the first 2 times, didn't I? But no, especially it's somewhat overshadowed the fact that, again, we heard news there's going to be a Peter Rabbit and everyone groaned, oh, not another one. And they've actually done a pretty good job of the design, There's another Brunel's Achievements. So yeah, as I was saying, they've done a good job with the design. They've done better with the minting. They're not horrendously over minted and selling for half the price of new from the mint on eBay. And then after, to top that all off, I've got a duff one. Frustrating. Anyway, this is going to be something. Ooh, there we go. That makes up for a little bit. It's a little bit gross, but it is the Navy Centenary. Beautiful coin. One of my favourites, and a fairly scarce coin at that. I've had a bit of a drought on my Navy Centenaries. I am generally quite lucky finding them. I've got my own little flotilla of Navy Dreadnoughts. Oh, almost missed it. That's the Rugby World Cup. Another fairly common one. So no, once I carved out some time, intend to email their customer service and just find out what my options are, because I think that's fair to do. Anyway, Army Centenary. Wait, come back. I think it says King, doesn't it? King and Country. Sadly, no age inscription error to be had there. Oh, Charles Dickens there. Would have been the end of the bag. Whole lot of nothing left. But no, it's not all doom and gloom. We don't want to just moan and groan. As I said, the London City View coin, I really like that coin, and I'm excited to see where that set takes us, because the write-up on the Royal Mint website was that it's going to look at city views across the world, which will be interesting because everything that's minted on British coins are British or have British links at the most untenable, but they're all British things, and there are lots of parts of the UK which I feel at the moment are underrepresented on coins. We've got Brunel's portrait, add that one to the counter. So like Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, a little bit underrepresented on the coins. So if they then suddenly jump to another country for these new city view designs, I think we're missing some homegrown talent in the great cities of the UK. Another army centenary, king and country. Pop that there though. But it's not all doom and gloom, is it? Because we're getting, as I said in the last £2 coin hunt, a new circulating commemorative £1 coin, which I am very, very excited about. This is probably the best coin news I've had all year. Although the downside of that is that it's quite a wait to 2023 to see it, but I'm happy to wait. Another army century. Abolition of the slave trade there. Don't know what I'm talking about. I got the first letter and my brain auto-corrected incorrectly. Bruno's portrait again. Oh, we haven't done any edge hunts, have we? Okay, well, let us just see. Oh, I think I saw a flash or something that looks a bit odd. That top one. For king and country. We want this to be Shakespeare's tragedies. It's not they. Army centenary. And one at the bottom as well or something, isn't it? A piece of work is a man, should be Shakespeare tragedies, as it is. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. And the rest, oh hang on, what's this on the middle here? In dreadful flames. So this should be, oh, I've had all three of them now. This should be the Great Fire of London, but it could be an Army Centenary, which we would love it to be. Great Fire of London. It's still an absolutely beautiful coin. I really like this one. The last circulating commemorative £2 coin. We haven't had any commemorative £2 coins since. And even when we start finding 2021 Britannias, they're not commemoratives, they're definitives, so that statement still stands. Although there is the thought that with the new pound coin being the most secure coin on this planet, would the mint want to make more £2 coins for circulation when they know that this new pound coin is so secure? DNA double helix there, beautiful coin, very cool but very common. Well then, we've made it onto the last bag of the hunt. For those of you that watch this far in the video, you might be interested to know I have a Discord server for coin collectors. You can come and join that. Abolition of the slave trade there, again. I've quite a few of them today. Now if you're not on Discord, you can also catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, and there's the PO box you can write into. Check the description on this Army Centenary for king and country. That's fine, that's as it should be, sadly. And then I'm also over on the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. That's my day job, making videos for them, so be sure to check them out as well. I'm going to check the coins here for rotation and edge description errors, and the definitives for rotation and double die doodahs as well. Well then, this is why we check it, because once in a blue moon we get a coin that we hold the date at the bottom, £2 at the top, rotate 180 degrees, and the Queen's upside down, 180 degree rotation error. Absolutely fantastic. So in terms of our star finds, we've got quite a bit of competition here. I would pick one of those, but as ever, do let me know down in the comments which is your favourite coin from today's video, and all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.